Former Leaf captain Rob Ramage will not be going to jail for drunk driving despite initially receiving a 4-year sentence. A hockey player getting the soft treatment? What is this, my high school? Fag!
It is your high school.
Wow, this is my high school.
This is your high school, yeah. When asked if he was surprised if his campaign failed despite nearly a year of leading the national polls and $35 million spent in Florida alone, Giuliani responded, 9/11?
Very tough, Jana. 3 Catholic school boards from Ontario and Alberta have declined to participate in a survey about homophobia. They said, no thanks, we already know we don't like gays.
Break it down now. Entertainment news. Word. Canadian Ellen Page was nominated for an Oscar for her role in Juno, in which she plays a pregnant teenager. Page did almost all of her research inside the Oshawa Mall, spending days at a time at Ardeen's and Stitches.
Totally boss, Alice.
Thanks, Phil.
Actor Heath Ledger was found dead early last week in his apartment in New York. Fans everywhere have been mourning across the board for the Academy Award nominee, who starred in such films as Four Feathers, Brokeback Mountain, and the new Joker in the new Batman sequel. Speaking of which, I mean, they finished filming that, right? Because that would be awesome. I mean, I've been waiting so long, and I mean, it would. It's a tragedy. Chilling performance overlooked in Monsters Ball. Alice?
Awesome!
Yeah.
Rent will close on July 1st after 12 years on Broadway. Fans of the show don't need to be worried because the show will be re-envisioned as a figure skating show called Ice Cap AIDS.
Tubular!
Celebrities.
A new theme hotel in Belgrade features rooms dedicated to prominent world leaders, one of which is the Adolf Hitler room, which is mainly rented by Germans, Croatians, and Slovenians. When Jewish guests were asked why they didn't rent the Hitler room, most replied, it's drafty.
NASA's first close-up images of Mercury in more than 30 years are providing scientists with the first glimpse of a side of the planet never before seen. Sullen contempt.
New evidence from the jungles of Guyana suggests Christopher Columbus and his crewmates carried syphilis from America to Europe. I guess when Columbus said he was looking for spice, he meant ethnic girls.
In Lewiston, Maine, a sewer pipe has become mysteriously blocked by a 90-foot mass of grease, flour, and rags. But the question remains, why would Little Caesars bake a crazy bread that big in the first place?
Pakistani President Musharraf now says Benazir Bhutto may have been shot, changing the government's earlier story that she died after hitting her head during a suicide bombing. Prior to that, the government's official stance was that she was taken to a farm where she could run around and be free.
Nice.